In the far western reaches of the English Lake District National Park, getting Wi-Fi or even a radio signal can be difficult. In fact, all manner of technical challenges are possible.
So that is my current view. Slept well? I slept very well. How about you, Nelson? I think he slept well as well. Didn't you? You were shattered. Oh, no. I almost don't want to leave this safe cocoon of this car. But I'm going to put the jet boiler on and make a drink. And make some sort of start to the day. What do you say, Nelson? What do you say? This is my view right now. This is where I am, on the shores of Westwater. And I'm just getting the car warmed up, stove on, the kettle on, and Nelson and I are going to go and park up by the pub, but then head off up Scafell Pike and Scafell after Lingmell. So a couple of those mountains are the best mountains in the Lake District, if you ask me. Lingmell and Scafell. I think they are the best ones we've got. But it's a short walk. It's about 8.5 miles, but it's high. They're both high. The three of them are high. So I'm going to get the kettle on now. Get Nelson and I ready. Right, Nelson? You alright? So that's my flask done, just about. Once my flask is ready, I'm basically ready. Morning. 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 Nelson and I are just trying to dodge our way through the crowds. Not tourists, but the sheep and the lambs. So many of them here. So, our first objective is Lingmell, one of the best mountains in my opinion. Certainly, arguably my favourite, along with Scafell, the third fell of the day. Potentially the best one we've got also. Those two are just personal favourites for sure. I don't want to be mean to Scafell Pike, but I do actually like Scafell Pike. I think, it gets a lot of bad publicity, but If you catch it at the right time of day, it's great. The views from various parts of it are incredible. And it's all about the views at the end of the day, I think. Mostly. Right, I am not looking forward to this slog up Lingmell though. That's enough, Nelson. Just wait. So, I mean, I've been on Lingmell many times, many times, but I've never gone up it via the nose of it up there. I've always gone at it from the corridor route or from somewhere else. Come on, leave the sheep alone. Leave that. It's freezing as well. It's 4 degrees at the moment. I've got my gloves in my hand because I was making my cup of tea and I was freezing. It was freezing, wasn't it? Oh, come on. I'm actually an hour behind where I want it to be. It's just after 6 now. But I wanted to set off an hour earlier than this, but it just didn't happen, did it, Nelson? Sunlight pouring now into the valley there now by Ritson's. Come on, let's go. So, okay. Yeah, so this ascent is not as bad. Slow and steady, I would say. Steep but steady. There's plenty of grip. Blah blah blah. Unlike you over there, Kirkfell. My microphone seems to be working again. Having a few technical difficulties this morning. I thought I was going to have to switch cameras, but it's working again. Little gremlins in the technology, which I've got no complaints about, by the way. I think DJI is just incredible technology. It's like awesome. It's the closest thing to kind of the Apple under Steve Jobs, you know. If you want real innovation now, you know, you have to go find it in China. You'll find it in China. They're like a, you know, advanced civilization now, technically, you know. And they've done it all in a couple of decades, 2 or 3 decades. Incredible. They've done what the British did in 200 years. The Chinese did it in 20. So hats off to them. So I think we're quite close to the point now where it's going to plateau out finally. I've just been faffing around with my gear, so it's taken longer than I expected, but you know, it was restful. It was restful. You know? I'm just looking down at Wastwater, the deepest lake in England, while I'm here. Yeah, so I slept next to it in the car. It was pretty quiet. There was a couple of other cars doing the same thing. There was a couple of people camping actually, which you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to do anything like that in England anymore. Yeah. So, you know, I could have a big moan about it. If, you know, you're pitching tents and, you know, van lifing on the shores of Wastwater, you know, eventually you do get moved on. You know, someone will come and move you on because it's not actually allowed. I don't know. I was sleeping in my car. Is that camping? Technically, probably is. I was expecting a knock on the window. You know, I wouldn't have been surprised. So as much as I want to moan about not being able to go anywhere anymore without being moved on or charged, I also understand that you don't want one of the most scenic places in England to become a campsite, a giant campsite with just, you know, like a giant bus station with camper vans and tents on the side of it also. So, you know, everything in moderation is good, you know, mostly. It's just things do get out of control and it becomes a problem. Nelson and I slept like a log, didn't we? Not a sound. You know, I totally understand why, you know, camping in it, all sorts of, you know, pitching up by the side of the water in the summer months, I agree, should be banned because, you know, that's when the idiots come out, isn't it? With their Argos tents and just make a mess and ruin it for everybody. So yeah, I understand why it gets banned. Should be banned in the summer months, but you know, most van lifers, you know, 99% of them are no harm, doing no harm whatsoever, you know, in my opinion. And they should have more options available to them without being ripped off. In France, you can rock up pretty much anywhere in a van and just stay the night, not be bothered, not be charged. But in this country, we are taxed on the air we breathe, practically. So it's no good, no good. This country is just a giant rip-off. If you go to Europe, check out the train ticket prices. How far you can travel on 40 euros. You know, you can go across a continental country on trains far superior to ours. You know, so figure it out. That's where we're going later. I'm ready for my cup of tea now, but you're ready for something to eat, aren't you? Boy, ready for your breakfast now, I bet. We'll just get to the top of Lingmell and then we'll do it. See the summit now, Nelson. Just there. What's this? Oh, ouch. Just watching my knee. Just about did okay yesterday. Got me round, but felt it all day. I'm feeling it all day today as well, so far. I've just got to keep monitoring it. So as it gets caught out. Just here now, so come on. Let's climb up this little bit here. Let's go out here a little bit. All done. So we've just had a good old snack, haven't we? At the top of Lingmell. Simply the best, arguably the best mountain in the lakes, arguably. Scafell Pike. The Scafell Pike is where we are heading next, boy. So that was Lingmell, one of my absolute favourite mountains. Many people's favourite too, I think, because it was busy, got busy up there, very busy. And I'm reminded that it's a Sunday now, so it's going to be busy. It's going to be chock-a-block up here, I know that for sure. Already, it's about 9 o'clock now, so there'll be plenty of people up there already. I can see the trail of ants on the tourist path from here. Come on, boy. Come on. In terms of views, Lingmell is hard to beat. The weather wasn't great for it today because it was just clear blue sky, clear blue sunshine and clear blue skies. Not the best, not the most dramatic of conditions, but it's it is dramatic up there. Nelson, stop climbing up me! Oi! Trying to kill us? You're trying to kill me? Where was I? Yeah, Lingmell has a dramatic view. And it would have been nice with a bit more drama in the weather as well, but never mind. Another dramatic view is coming up in a bit. Mickledore, just after Scafell Pike. Another one of my favourite views, as I've mentioned before in older videos, where I was out looking for my favourite vistas. Come on, vista searching. Yeah. It's not going to look great today either because it's just flat. It's just flat, but no complaints. Ooh. So from here it's about another 1,000 feet to the top of this because we've lost a fair bit of height coming off Lingmell, but it's not too bad this. It's a bit of a slog, but we might see some funny things on the path, Nelson. People in flip-flops and stuff like that. No, carrying no water and stuff. That's where we were. Up
here, Nelson, up we go. We are now on the main tourist path up to Scafell Pike, aren't we? The rubble path. It's knackered, but it'll get us there. It's not as busy as I thought, actually, so that's good. We found something interesting. Hey, Nelson, what is it? Go on, carry on up here. Nelson going up England's highest mountain. He's doing good. He's doing good. It's easy for him, actually. Simple for you, isn't it? No problem for you. Look at that. See, quite a lot of serious hikers hate Scafell Pike, or don't have much time for it. Because it's a tourist destination, but you can't argue with the views from the sides of it. It's just views everywhere from all sides of the mountain. Fantastic. Unparalleled because it's just the highest, so you can see a bit more, can't you, Nelson? Huh? Oh. Look at this. That even in flat light like this, it looks absolutely incredible. We're getting towards the end of it now. We obviously won't be staying up here long because it'll be like Grand Central Station. Although Grand Central Station is a lovely place to stay and hang out. If you've ever been, I highly recommend it. Wonderful place. It's a different sensation though, isn't it, Doug? Should be able to see the summit from here. Yeah, very close now. Yep, there it is. That's the summit. It's I'd say about 20 people up there. Not as bad as I expected for Sunday. It's early though. They'll all be piling up after 12. But we've got there pretty much, Nelson. England's highest point. It's barren wasteland, filled with fire and ash, and the air you breathe is a poisonous fume. Not with 10,000 men could you do this. It is folly. Yeah, it's the summit, Nelson. Right there. Go on, go.
boy. Go on. Look how fast he is. I can't go that fast anymore. Not on my knees. That's broad stand there. And that's a big crack going up the side of it. It's part of broad stand. It's a climber's route. Not a walking route. You should never attempt to do it as a path, because it's for professionals. Professionals only. Come down the worst path ever from Mickledore. It's just a scree, and I, funnily enough, last time I came down here, I had a bit of a fall. I slid down with the scree on my ass, on my back, and there was a couple of climbers on broad stand. Shouted down, "You right, mate?" I was like, yes, not really, just my pride, it's gone. You know, they're climbing a sheer cliff face and asking if I was alright. Well, so it's getting very hot, dog, isn't it? I might have to take another layer off. Blimey. Down to the sun hoodie alone, which is fantastic, by the way. This sun hoodie is fabulous piece of kit, you know. Air goes in here, and it's because it's so light, the air goes in, it circulates around the back like a little blower. Fantastic. I'm sold. Not far now from the bottom of Fox's Gully, or Fox's Rake if you prefer. I don't know which one it is. Fox's Gully as far as I know. But, you know, if it wants to be a rake, it can be. So the big crack there in the centre of the screen is Fox's Gully. And we're about to climb up it. Fox. Absolutely knackered after this path. Absolutely shattered. Oh, gosh. I'm glad this is kind of a shorter walk in distance. I mean, I have done this kind of a variation of this walk massively longer from Old Dungeon Gill. I walked from Old Dungeon Gill and I went across to Scafell, you know, went up Lord's Rake and came down through there and went back up to Scafell Pike. That was a big walk, long time ago. Hurt my knee actually, took me a long time to get back. A very long time. I can hear voices. Nelson. Can you? So I can see some people clambering down Fox's Gully. That's where I came from. Awful. Truly awful. So I have completely disrobed and I am at the foot of Fox's Gully, which is just up there. I'm about to go up, which will take me to Fox's Puddle,
or Fox's Tarn, otherwise known as. And then there's a scree, a kind of scree slope, which goes up to the almost to the top of Scafell. So, you know, it's about another 800 feet, I would say, at rough estimation. So I'm going to try and persuade Nelson to get up and walk because he's having a nice kip at the moment, but that is next on the list. Fox's Gully. Ready, Nelson? Yeah, because this is going to be fun for you, boy. I know how much you love your scrambling. You're going to love this. Let's go. Sit. Good boy. It's a lot of fun, this, actually. It's almost as much fun as Lord's Rake. In my opinion, as long as you stay out the water and the mossy bits, it's great fun. I'd say some tricky bits for a small dog. Mossy bits. Luckily it's quite dry today. It's a lot harder than I remember, to be honest. I remember the last time I came up here, I had a big, massive f-stop camera bag full of camera equipment. I don't remember it being this difficult. It's because I've got Nelson. It's not great for a small dog, this place. There's quite, some of the jumps are quite, some of the steps are quite big, aren't they? Yeah. You're definitely having fun though, aren't you? I can tell when you're having fun. I can tell, mate. So just this bit here now, Nels, and we're done. Whew. Oh, where have we been, Nels? Whew. That was tough, wasn't it? But we took our time, didn't we? Took our time, and we just chipped away at it, didn't we? Bit by bit. It was a lot of fun. There we are, Nelson. It's Fox's Puddle. Up here. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh. That's not too bad. Oh. Fox's Puddle. What a place, huh? So, just got to get up there now. Scafell and up this horrendous scree path, but I don't think it'll be too bad going up, hopefully. Well, let's collect our thoughts for a moment before we do it. As you can see. Stoop. It's just impossible to film this. It's just too sleep and slippy, so put this camera away. Yeah. So that path coming up from Fox's Tarn is horrendous. Even Nelson had enough halfway through, hadn't you? Just climbing up me, which means I'm done. Views are now looking spectacular. Scafell there to my right, but before we go up it, I'm just going to go to Simmons Knot over here. Over here now, son. Simmons Knot first. Oh yeah, that just that path coming up from Fox's Tarn was misery. So I might have maxed him out on that little section. So I'll be looking for the easiest possible path down, I think. Yes, it's firm ground again, don't worry. Come on over here, I want to show you something. So the last time I was at Simmons Knot was when I did my last Wainwrights, which were Scafell and Slightside, and I came up the West Wall Traverse, which is just here. Yeah, steep, dog, steep. You're not going down there. I don't think I'll take you up there, although you could probably handle it better than scree paths. Yeah, so that's looking down into Deep Gill. Yeah, look at that for a view though. I can hear scree path, someone coming up scree now. And it's a great feeling when you pop out of there. Go on, you can do it. It's nearly over. This Nelson, isn't it fantastic, huh? Look at him, he's excited. Look at that, Nels. Come on, let's go over here. Look at this, Nelson. Oh. Huh? Go on. Go on. Look at that. Yeah. You don't want to fall down there. Here. Huh? Look at that for a view. Do you like that, Nelson? Do you like that? So that's it, Simmons Knot, and it's absolutely spectacular. Come on, boy. Come on. Try not to kill me. If I fall down there, it's not going good. So that was Simmons Knot, Nelson. Incredible, huh? It's funny because I keep bumping into a couple who I first bumped into on. Where did I bump into them? My mind's gone. Lingmell. Yeah, so I bumped into them a couple of times. They were doing Law's Rake though, and the West Wall Traverse. So they've just popped up now. But I was quite a way in front of them earlier, and they've caught up because of that path coming up from, just the path down from Mickledore to Fox's Rake, and then up to that. Oh, it's awful. But anyway, let's carry on. Let's crack on. Scafell now, and then Slightside. Last one of the day, 4th of the day.
So that was Scafell, Nelson. But we didn't hang around because it was busy. It was busy. Where are you going? No! What, you hurt yourself. You'll pull a ligament off your bone doing that. Right, what was I saying? Yes, that was Scafell. But we didn't hang around because it was quite busy. There's quite a few people up there. We've made ourselves scarce. We are now heading to our fourth and final fell of the day, Slightside, which is over there in the distance. Burnmore Tarn down there, I think it's called Burnmore Tarn. I'm sure it is. So I'm just debating whether to head down there after I've done Slightside. I think I'll cut across. I'll come down here. Down here, there's a gully, and then I'll go kind of down, and then across again. I don't know how clear that was. It's just the thing is with Scafell, it's the best mountain in England, I think. But it's just a pain getting up and down it. If actually, no, I'll take that back. It's the most fun getting up if you take certain routes, but what I mean is it's really hard. It's hard getting up and down it. That's what I meant. It's not easy. It's a tricky one to get up. It's a tricky one to get down. You have to take big, detours, and there's slogs, and there's rakes, and there's scree paths, and the distances. Some of the distances you have to travel are quite big. Yeah. Okay, this way, dog. Spotted them, haven't you? Sheep. Slightside, looming large now. Also, looming large is this herd of sheep, which Nelson seems much more excited about. Obviously. Gosh, there's 4 or 5 people on Slightside. I've seen everything now. I've never seen people on here before. I've never even seen people going in its general direction. Oh, maybe it's the new Scafell Pike. That's it, up there. Up. There it is. Yeah, up here. Yay. Slightside. Nelson on Slightside. Good boy. Good boy. Look at that. Nelson's on Slightside. Wow. Can't see my friends coming off it yet. What a day. What a lovely walk that was, eh? What a lovely walk that was, Nelson. Whew. We are just heading down the mountainside. Nelson and I, totally off-piste. There's no path at all. It's all just thick, tuffety grass, which Nelson is enjoying immensely, aren't you? Rolling in it, jumping in it. So I'm just heading down towards this gully down here where I know there is a path onwards towards Wasdale Head. It's coming to an end, the day's coming to an end, but depending on which route I actually take, you know, I could be expelling quite a bit of energy if I'm not careful, because this path is a Stuart Marshall off-piste path, which means that, you know, there'll be, you know, the potential there for a cliff, maybe bog. You know, oh, this is a path. It's a proper path. This looks like a sheep highway. We'll follow it anyway. Come on. It's a sheep motorway. Come on. Not sure what this is. What we found. Some sort of sheep pen. Witch's house or something. Let's go. The side of Scafell, off-piste, is full of holes and crevices, birds flying out of the ground, you know, things like that. And Nelson disappeared down one for a while, about 20 or 30 seconds, just vanished completely, and I was terrified. I thought I'd lost you. Boy. I can see people coming down over there. There's a gully going along. There's a path going down this gully here. So that is what I'm aiming for now. Go down here. Right, we need to find a way to get across this little stream. I don't think it'll be too difficult. Look at that. Look at that, Nelson. Do you like that? Come on, let's find a way across it. Come here, Nelson. Oh. Wasn't too difficult, was it? Was it? Not too difficult at all. Let's go. That for a landscape. So after, you know, good amount of time off-piste, a good over an hour off-piste on some really crappy terrain, it has to be said, we finally stumbled upon something resembling a proper path, and we're now heading headlong into Wasdale Head now. Got the e-barrow in front of me over there. I'm walking through this landscape. We've got wind rig and stuff up there. But around there, running around this e-barrow. 2 miles to Ritson's Bar. Will I go in Ritson's Bar? I don't know. I think we might just have a cup of tea and then head off. You reckon, Nelson? Just want to go home? Yeah. careful where you put your paws.